Today, we talk about the sign of Gemini, ascendant, rising, or occupied. Gemini is the sign of communication, thought transference. Generally, it references the intellectual activity. Gemini has Cancer in the second place. This means that as the second place relates to money, values, finances, income, outgrowth, these people receive a lot of influence from their nurturing parent or from the family. Their family environment is what influences their sense of materialism more than anything else. Leo in the third talks about a creative mindset or an artistic hand or both. It also references their siblings and cousins. It talks about the devotion and the loyalty that they have. 2, you can also put your best friend in the third place. Virgo in the fourth talks about how they get their work ethic from the nurturing parent. Their mothers or the nurturing parent in the household is very analytical, very hygienic, very work-minded. And this is where they get the work ethic. So much that if you go to visit a Gemini sun or rising and they don't have their house straight, they're going to act like they're not at home until they get it straight. Then they'll answer the door. Their talent and natural ability is relating. Now, you know, communication has everything to do with relations and interactions. Right? This is what they love about being in a relationship, that they have someone to relate to because they love to speak. Right? They love to communicate. Scorpio in the sixth place talks about their ambition, their desire to improve their condition and evolve their environment through the services that they provide or receive. Right? Sagittarius in the seventh place talks about their fondness for foreign culture and for versatility. These are some of the most busiest minds, right? Whether they're highly intelligent or mediocre in their mentality, they stay busy up here. They need to stay occupied. Capricorn in the eighth place talks about how they're able to deal with other people, use other people's ideas, and to influence other people. This makes them very good with other people's property. You know, Gemini is a sign of reporting, right? And when you're doing that, you're usually sharing other people's business. Eighth place deals with sharing. Gemini have a tendency to love the gossip, whether they are engaging in it or not. Aquarius in the ninth place says plainly, literally, very friendly, right? But they are very sociable. Whether they're actually friends with you or not is another thing. Aquarius on the ninth place also talks about the desire to have freedom of movement. These people love America or any place where they can come and go as they will. Pisces in the 10th talks about a very strong desire for privacy when it comes to their lifestyle. Okay, they like to keep things under wraps. They don't want everybody in their business, and they wish that they had the cloak of invisibility, because this right here would be of great assistance to people who need to mind their business. Aries in the 11th place talks about how sometimes they feel very alone, even in a room full of people. Okay? Even surrounded by a bunch of associates, they feel like they're their only friend. In a time of crisis, this is when friends are needed as far as they're concerned. And Taurus in the 12th talks about a desire to keep their financial status and to keep their financial situation private. You can ask them for what you need, but asking them how much they have in their control, under their possession, they take that very personally. These people also like midnight snacking. When they wake up in the middle of the night, they're not going back to bed until they get something to eat or drink. Peace.